Hitachino, matured in sake cask. It's Hitachino Nest Beer XH from Kaiuchi Brewery from Japan. This strong ale was matured in oak casks, which was used for maturation of sayuchi. Sayuchi is distilled sake, so please enjoy rich flavor both from beer and sake.
Welcome to the Tapping Out Show. My name is Jeremy.
And this is Matt.
And we're actually going to do Hitachino HX
Nest Beer.
So Matt's actually pretty excited about this, which is strange because it's a brown ale and it's barrel aged. So,
Yeah.
but he's been wanting to do this for about 2 weeks now. He actually got this at Whole Foods of all places. We're gonna have one other one we're gonna do too, but this one's for Henry because Henry's been trying to get us to do a bunch of different Japanese beers. I'm not sure if this was on his list. I might have to check.
I don't
Sure
think
it
it
is.
was on the list that he gave us. I know we've done a couple so far, but I love Whole Foods, so they have beer there. They have a lot of international stuff. There's a couple things that we'll get into that I didn't have a barrel to get all the things I wanted at the time, but I was already done shopping. I saw this one, and then I went back and got another one, and then my wife drugged me out of the store. But I've been looking forward to this. We haven't been able to film for a couple weeks, and I've been looking forward to it just because we've done a lot of barrel-aged stuff. Me and Jeremy have drinking a few sake bombs, and we've had a few different kinds of sake at Japanese restaurants. So I just want to see what it's going to be like. I haven't had this beer, anything from them, so I'm just really interested in how it's going to go down.
So let's crack this open. I'm actually pretty interested just to see what a barrel aged with sake does to a beer.
We've had wine. Aged. We've had
bourbon, whiskey,
every kind of liquor.
rum.
We've had tequila ones.
Tequila. I almost bought you that again just so we could tape it.
I mean, we've had a lot of different ones, and I've loved some. I've hated some. I've just had whatever feelings about some, but this is one that I definitely am interested in.
So
Nice color.
Well, I was gonna say not to put it past and it's weird too because I think the other Japanese one we did was a red ale, but they always have kind of like either
A lot
like
of carbonation.
well, not just that, but like a cluster kind of smell, not Pilsner beer, but Pilsner smell.
Nice.
And because
Similar smell.
Well, because a lot of
Sure.
American Pilsners are made with cluster hops,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where the smell comes from. And I mean, that's what it smells like to me. I always talk about how Japanese beers to me are dry, but so are Pilsners. So that's kind of why I was thinking that. But that's what I kind of pick it up here. The color's about 40-ish. It's not really see-through. There's not really anything in it, like floating around. There's a lot of carbonation to it, though, which was another thing we noticed in the Japanese
It
ones.
looks filtered.
You think so?
It does look filtered. Does it look filtered too?
No, I'm saying it doesn't really have anything floating. But I
No,
wouldn't say
you're
it's
right. I'm
filtered.
saying it looked like. It doesn't have any sediments or anything in there. It looks like just a lot of carbonation. Kind of got a reddish tone to it.
But I do smell almost like I said, like a cluster Pilsner.
I can't remember really what sake smells like, to be honest. I mean, I've had a shot not even that long ago, but so I can't really say it smells like sake.
Well, to me, sake doesn't really have a. It's
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause
vodka-ish.
So I would say more a little hint of a wine-ish kind of smell. Maybe I'm picking up, but I'm not too sure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So for the color, because I was almost expecting kind of a malt taste to it.
It's a lot different than anything we've had that's barrel aged because it's a lot easier to drink.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is like water compared to anything that we've had that's barrel aged. I mean, even some of the lighter stuff, just thickness and carbonation, and drinkability.
And it's 8%.
Yeah, but just period though. But it also doesn't have as strong of a taste. I mean, some of the stuff we've done, it's like taking a shot.
Right.
Like it's pretty strong. It's not what I expected, but I didn't really even know what to expect. I expected more of a dark ale, like it said. But I mean, we're Americans, so we think of different.
I'm thinking of malty, heavy.
So I think to them, a dark ale is anything darker than a pilsner. So this is technically maybe because it's got more malt than a typical pilsner. But we were thinking probably more like Newcastle or something that that nutty brown kind of thing. But
well, maybe that's why I'm thinking this tastes tart, because now that I tried it, it's not really tart at all, but it's not sweet. That's maybe where because to me brown ales like the ones you picked out, Newcastle, hazelnut, like all those ones that are like they have almost a sweet finish to them. And then this actually has kind of a tart. Just a tart finish. It's a good beer. You can taste like kind of not a wine taste, but like a back tone. To me, it tastes like a lighter version of a Tripel Belgium.
That's kind of what I was getting at. The Tripel Belgiums and some of those. That
or
seems
it's
to
sweet
be
sour. You know what I mean? Like it's a sweet tart taste. It's got the same kind of color. It's not really got the same kind of carbonation because most of those Tripels are very heavy. But this is super easy to drink, especially for the alcohol content. And I'm trying to think of a better way to put it. It just, to me, that's...
See, now it's starting to taste a little bit more like, I wouldn't say a sake bottle, but like I can taste a little sake. Just a little.
No, I could off the bat.
So I like this beer because of that. I get what you're saying. The flavors are not really what you're looking for, what you're shopping for.
Well, it's not just that. I can't really.
You can't even figure out what you're tasting.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it's not off-putting. It's a good tasting beer, and I'm almost going to say maybe them barrel aging this in the sake did change the way this was supposed to be. I'm almost kind of wishing we had one that was not.
Well, they have. There's other beers of this company that I already got one other one, but. They have just the regular Nest beer. I don't know if it's this version because they're different ones. But definitely really want to try those as well. I would say, like you said, I could tell you don't like the flavor as much, but I like the way the beer is layered and the way it's brewed because it's easy to drink because I'm big on drinkability. Even if you're not on the taste, you can at least taste it and, try it. But I mean... It's a good beer. I think it's just a little bit probably too whiny for you, from the start.
No. That's why I wish I could have words to explain what I'm tasting because I don't dislike the beer. I'm actually probably going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's not a bad beer. It's very well made. You're right. It's easy to drink. It does still have a sake taste to it. It's 8% alcohol, which it doesn't even seem close to that. This almost seems like something.
It drinks like a pilsner.
That's what I mean.
That's what I like. That's what you kind of, that's what I like about it. So what's your rating? What are you going to say?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yep.
I would say 4.25 out of 5 is what I would give it. I mean, we could agree on 4.
I'll go for it. I'll go 4.25 as a group. I mean, it's a good beer. Like I said, if you're looking for something one-off and different and Japanese style is your style, or you like Belgian kind of dark ale kind of things, you want to try something completely out of your range, this is it, man. And there is a lot of alcohol in this little bottle that you can never even taste to it. If you're just into, international beers, and this is something you want to give a shot for, like he said, you can find it at Whole Foods, which there's one of those anywhere now. Yeah. Besides that, it's 4.25 out of 5 from us. So besides that, if you want to hit us up on the email, it's info@tappingoutshow.com. Our social media is going to be all one word, Tapping Out Show. Besides that, we'll finish these out. You guys have a good night.
Cheers.
Cheers.